Hey guys, I'm Alex from technoclass.com, and this is the Starmobile Knight. This is the flagship device from the local brand Starmobile, and it's actually very impressive. The design is actually really nice, and of course the specs is also really nice. It's powered by a quad-core MediaTek processor, 1.2 gigahertz there. It has a 4.7-inch IPS display. Has your usual Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. It has supposedly a very impressive 18 megapixel backside illuminated camera on the back and 8 megapixel on the front, which is pretty nice. We will talk about that in a bit, but yeah, let's unbox it and I'm gonna tell you my verdict because I've been using this for a while now. Alright, so this is the aforementioned Starmobile Knight, and it's actually a very nice looking phone for a local brand to make. And this is the device right here. Let's take out the plastic stuff in here, and there's the camera cover right there. And if we can focus that, as you can see, it says right there 18 megapixel BSI. Oh, that takes a while to remove. There we go. So let's boot it up because the battery is already inside. Actually, I'll just pop this open just so you can see. This is the cover right here, which looks really nice, by the way. The battery is non-removable, so it's actually already in there. This device comes with a free 8 gigabyte card inside already, so we can boot it up right now. So let's do that. Alright guys, so let's power this thing up and look at the other parts of the box. And there we go, Starmobile. Let's put that over there, and inside the box here, and the nice part about this box is that it pulls out or up instead of the below, so it won't fall off. Anyway, that's just a minor thing. So inside here we have a quick Starmobile Knight quick guide. Let's put that over there. Looks like a warranty card, customer's copy, yeah, warranty stuff. And here we have a very interesting freebie. This is a sort of a hard case. For your Starmobile Knight, as you can see right here. It comes with this super sticky plastic. Like, oh, as you can hear right there, it's sort of hard to remove. And we'll show you how this fits in a bit. This is also a provided screen protector if you want to apply it. Of course, this thing already has a Gorilla Glass display, so you might not need to put on the protector, but if you're kind of OCD, you can do that. Here is a typical micro USB charger. Here is a rather nice looking, sort of a nice, slightly higher quality type headphones with sort of a flat cable. That's nice. That's a nice addition. And this is your micro USB charger, micro USB cable for charging and data transfer. But that's about it for the box. Let's move on to the phone right now. Alright guys, so this is the Starmobile Knight, and it looks very impressive indeed. This is the interface. It's running Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. But before we get to that, let's talk about the parts of the phone right here. It's a very sort of a flat phone, flat in front, flat in the back. In front we have a 4.7-inch Gorilla Glass display, well, 4.7-inch IPS display, Gorilla Glass protection. This is a 720 by 1280 pixel resolution, that's HD, and you will see that in IPS as well. This is a speaker grill right there, that's an 8 megapixel camera on top right there, and if you see that little blip over there, those are the proximity sensor and the light sensitivity sensor. Over on the bottom, if you open it up, you will see that some of the capacitive buttons light up. The home, menu, back buttons. There is no search button because that's not required anymore. So yeah, a really nice looking front here, and I'm gonna clean it a little bit because it's really nice looking if you clean it. And it's a little bit of a fingerprint-y magnet, but yeah, that's typical with glossy designs like this. Nice slippery display in front as well. So over on the left side, there's actually nothing. And so it's just of a smooth plastic right here. On the bottom we have a micro USB port for charging and data transfer, and that looks like the pinhole microphone right there. On the right side we have a bunch of buttons. It's also in black. A volume button, volume rocker here. and a power and unlock button over there. On the top we have a 3.5mm headset jack, and that's about it. The sides are reminiscent of, well, the phone itself looks a little bit like an iPhone, whatever, 5 or thing, but it is sort of bigger because it has a 4.7-inch screen over the 4 inches of the iPhone. On the back, sort of similar to the iPhone as well. This is a red Starmobile logo right there. I guess that's another microphone input for noise cancellation. That is your aforementioned 18-megapixel autofocus BSI camera with dual LED flash, which is nice. And that is your camera module right there, which does not stick out, which is remarkable because this is probably the only local brand phone that does not have a camera that sticks out, at least with the advent of the large megapixel large sensor types right now. Over on the bottom here we have a speaker grill. Now in terms of the design, I want to talk about this back cover right here, because this back cover is just probably one of the best materials I've seen in a local brand. If you look at it, it's bendy, but it doesn't break. This is probably one of the most impressive, I don't know if it's rubber or plastic, but it's super lightweight and it doesn't seem to break. So it's a very good material, and you can see the intricate details on the carvings right there. It's really reminding me that this phone is a premium device. If I haven't mentioned the price, by the way, it's $11,290, so it's actually sort of a premium price phone as well. And it clasps onto the phone right there, and really smooth design here. Also very lightweight, good to the hand, very lightweight. You'll be deceptive. It's sort of deceptive in its lightweightiness. And this is of course the hardcover thing, which kind of gets dirty here and there with dust, and it applies on there like so. Now it does remove a little bit of the prettiness of the phone, but if you want a little bit of protection for your device, that comes free, which is great. Alright guys, so that's it for the design right now. We'll move on to the interface of the Starmobile Knight.
Guys, don't forget to watch the big time show.
Alright guys, here we are checking out the interface of the Starmobile Knight. This is powered by a quad-core 1.2 GHz processor and running Android 4.2 Jelly Bean, which is pretty nice. Actually, the version is actually 4.2.1 to be exact. This has a 1 GB of RAM, 4 GB of ROM, and a micro SD slot. And everything runs smoothly here. The interface looks nice, and of course with the Android 4.2 update, you can do one finger swipe down or two fingers to get the settings and stuff like that. So everything looks like they're in order. Let's check out some of the other features here. Alright guys, here we are checking out the camera app. The camera takes up to 18 megapixel still images and up to 1080p videos, which is pretty nice, although the 18 megapixel images are not necessarily what we would call really 18 megapixels. Actually, we went into the engineering mode and we found out that the camera is actually 12 megapixels, which is still fairly decent, although the rest of the 6 megapixels are interpolated. And don't complain about the 18 megapixels, not really actually 18 megapixels. The camera is still fairly good, although a little bit pinkish on some of the shots. I will show you that later on. Alright, so it's probably worth assuming that a lot of people are gonna buy a quad-core device for games. So here we are checking out a game right here, a rather slightly popular game. This is Temple Run 2, and of course this runs on relatively slow processor, so it should run fine on a quad-core device. And as you can see right here, the tilting works fine. The input lag, there is no input lag, I would like to say, and the controls are fairly usable. So yeah, the Starmobile Knight passes with flying colors for the Temple Run 2 test. Let's check out something else right now. Alright, so here we are checking out Modern Combat 4. It's a fairly demanding game for quad-core stuff, and as you can see, the Starmobile Knight handles this fine, and the graphics look really good and smooth to me. So I'm going to try and play this while looking at the screen, while looking at the camera and stuff like that. Alright, let's run away. There we go. So yeah, this looks fairly playable. I skipped a little bit of a level where there's a lot of explosions going on. But this is pretty much what the game looks like from here on out. And as you can see right here, the graphics are very, very good. And there's a slow-mo for you right there. Alright, so Modern Combat 4 runs pretty good. Let's move on. Alright guys, so here we are playing The Dark Knight Rises. This is a rather demanding game. I don't really know how to play it too much though, and actually I'm sort of distracted recording this video, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sort of in the city here, and the city looks really good. I mean, I killed a bunch of bad dudes already, so I guess that's not something I can show you right now. So here we are, just exploring the city, I guess. Let's try and glide. Can we glide? There, oh, nope, we're not gliding. There we go, we're gliding. Is that power lines? I'm gonna die. I don't know. Alright, so that's The Dark Knight Rises. It actually runs pretty well. There's even the rain and the thunder, the lightning coming off. And I really, it's kind of very impressive to look at. And that's very impressive for the Starmobile Knight. So yeah, you can play The Dark Knight Rises here on the Starmobile. Alright guys, so the last game we're gonna play is a racing game that's called Real Racing 3. It's a very impressive very impressive game that looks really nice. If you can see the reflections on the bottom there, it looks really nice as well. And here we go, let's start racing. Real-time reflections there, really nice looking. I think that's not available if you're using a dual-core device or whatever. And supposedly I can see a little bit of frame hit there, but I don't think it's that bad. This is a terrible way to race, by the way. So let's change the camera a little bit here. There we go. So let's cheat here and take a bad overtaking thing. All right, so yeah, seems to run fine and very playable to me. So yeah, Real Racing 3, definitely a big game you can play on the Starmobile Knight. Check it out if you can. Alright guys, so I think that's about it for our Starmobile Knight unboxing and review. And I think it's one of the most impressive designs that came from a local brand. The super lightweight design and the flat back and the camera not jutting out on the back is very impressive. The quality of this little back cover here that sort of bends and has intricate notches is also very impressive. And I think it's quite a marvel in local. It's a big milestone in our local brands names, because they have built something that looks very impressive, could even be considered as an international brand looking device. Obviously it does look like an iPhone, so you have some people that will complain, but I think that's a minor problem. The inclusion of the case as well makes it a little bit extra value, and the micro SD card. In terms of positives and negatives, I would say you have a pro and great design, great front camera with an 8 megapixel. I will show you a sample of that later. And good gaming performance. There's a LED notification there. I did not show you that, but there is a LED notification as well. Above average battery life. I did test this. I did get about 15 or 16 hours. 14 probably sometimes. And of course the additional case, memory card, and screen protector. Those are the pros. The cons, I would say, are the camera shots look pinkish. And I will show you that on the camera samples after this, at the end of the video. And the camera is also not really 18 megapixels. It's only 12 plus megapixels, but it does interpolate that to a little bit 18 megapixels. It's not a big issue, but it's not really 18 megapixels, it's just 12. It did crash a few times on us, but only a handful, maybe 3-4 times in the 2 weeks that we used it. That's not a big deal. And it is also a bit pricey, $11,290. That sort of reaches international price standards as well. For this device, you can probably add a little few thousand pesos. You can get a Nexus 4. So that if you have like 16,000 bucks, you might be able to get a Nexus 4. But this is, of course, this is also a dual SIM device with a regular SIM and a micro SIM. Both are 3G, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so if I'm going to give the Starmobile Knight a score, I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. Now, it almost got a 4.0, but the additional case here and the micro SD card slot gives it a little bit more value, giving it a 4.5 out of 5. So it's a very impressive phone, one of the best designs I've seen in a local brand so far. And the camera is still pretty good, even though some of the shots are a little pinkish. But that's about it. 4.5 out of 5. Congratulations, Starmobile Knight. It's a very good product. Check it out at stores right now. Thank you very much. I'm Alex from technoglass.com, and see you guys next time. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and as always, if you liked the video, please press the like button below. Add it to your favorites and or share it to your friends. If you got something to say, drop a comment in the comment box as well. Of course, more importantly, you should hit the subscribe button on top. This will keep you up to date with our new uploads and helps us out tremendously too. That's it guys, see you next video.